Hi guys, it is Sam. Today I am back with another book tag because I love me a tag. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I'm singing. Today I'm doing the book buying tag because it looked fun. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but I saw it on the Book Geek Movie Freaks channel and it looked really interesting, and this tag was created by Megan and Olivier and I like the questions. So I will of course link both of their channels down below so you guys can go and check them out because they are cool and you should. Peer pressure intensifies. Anyway, so let us just now dive into this tag. Question number 1, where do you buy your books from? I buy them from one of two places. Barnes & Noble, which isn't that frequent, but it's like near my office where I work, so sometimes my coworkers and I will go on our lunch if you have time. So that's kind of fun. Sometimes I'll buy books there. But most of the time I do buy them from Amazon. I just don't have any bookstores really that close to me, and I only have so much money I can spend on books. So Amazon is my place to be. I know it's a bit of a controversial topic, but you know, that's what I do. I also purchase some from Book Depository, particularly books that I prefer the UK cover of or I can only get in England, like the Penguin English Library editions. So I'll purchase those from Book Depository. But dear God, they have the slowest shipping ever, which I find amusing given that they are owned by Amazon. In case anybody didn't know that, they are in fact owned by Amazon. I thought that was interesting. I learned that a while ago. So their incredibly slow shipping amuses me, given that their parent company is the exact opposite, but you know, whatever. Question number 2 is, do you ever pre-order, but oh yeah, by the way, check out my really super cool Doctor Who TARDIS case with Ken, who's my favorite doctor on there. That's not related to this tag, but I feel like sharing it. Anyway, question number 2, do you ever pre-order books? And if so, do you do this in store or online? I do it online, usually from Amazon. I don't do it that often, but usually it's an author that I absolutely love or a book that I've been waiting forever for. So those are the times where I usually pre-order books. Don't do it that often. Usually most of the books I read are out and have been out for a while. Number 3, on average, how many books do you buy a month? This varies greatly. Lately, the only books I have been purchasing are books that I'm going to be using for buddy reads or books that I have read a long time ago but have been wanting to own for years because I do want to get my TBR pile down. My TBR pile is only 22 books, so it's not that bad. Depends on how many buddy reads I have scheduled for that month and what other books might catch my eye that I've been meaning to buy for a while. So it can vary anywhere from 5 to 10 or so books, I would say. I think the most I ever bought in 1 month was like 12 books, but I would say my average is probably about 8-ish, but yeah, it's not too bad, you know. It makes me happy to arrive home from work and have a package of books waiting on my desk. It just makes me happy. Question number 4, do you use your local library? I used to a lot. I used to use my local library all the time, especially as a kid. And actually when I was a kid, I would get so excited about the books I had placed on hold through interlibrary loan that I would call them and ask if my books had come in yet. And it had gotten to the point where I would walk in the door and my books would be waiting on the counter because they'd see me. So I used to be a huge library person, but now that I've gotten older and I have more money to spend on books, I tend to purchase the books that I want to read. Or if I don't know if I'll like them that much, I'll purchase them on my Kindle because I just like to own them and I don't like the pressure of having to read them right away that I get from the library. Although I kind of want to start utilizing it a little more. We'll see. Particularly with graphic novels, so we'll see how that plays out. It's been a while since I've been there, actually. Number 5, if so, how many books do you borrow at a time? I used to borrow a lot. I used to get anywhere from 5 to 8 books when I would check them out from the library all the time. I used to be a lot more of a voracious reader when I was younger. This was before college and before I got old and pass out on my bed at 11 every night. I used to be able to read a lot more and a lot quicker, but when college hit, I got so busy with studying and work and stuff that my reading speed slowed down, which I'm really trying to get back up to pace because I used to just devour like 900 page books in 2-3 days. I don't know what's happened to me. I can't do that anymore. Number 6, what is your opinion on library books? I think library books are fantastic. I think it's a fantastic source for people. I mean, the ability to be able to go to a library and read and get these books that you might not be able to afford to buy yourself is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I really, really like libraries. And I love library books because of what they mean, and they're very, very, very important. Number 7 is, how do you feel about charity shop or secondhand books? I'm iffy. I'm not going to lie. I get kind of grossed out with old, disused books. I'm kind of a germaphobe and I'm like, I don't know where that's been. I don't want to touch it. It grosses me out, especially when there's foreign substances on the pages and it's all creased and bent up. and I take really good care of my books, so I have a hard time with that. Like on Amazon, when I order them from Amazon Marketplace, I will make sure it says it's in excellent condition or like new, stuff like that. It's a personal preference thing. I'm kind of a germaphobe, and sometimes used books kind of gross me out. Just depends on the book. Number 8, do you keep your read and TBR pile together on the same bookshelf or not? Currently I do. It's all down here, some over here, but I'm actually getting a new bookcase. I'm in the process of getting a new bookcase, and what I'm calling the bookcase saga. Long story short, I had to return one on Amazon and still haven't got my money back, and it's been like a month. Anyway, when I actually am able to order the one that I want, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to change that or not. I guess I'll find out when I go to rearrange my bookshelves, and so will you when I film my new bookshelf tour. Number 9 is, do you plan to read all of the books that you own or not? I do. I only buy books that I know for sure I will read. I actually only have 22 unread books on my shelves. Most of the books I realized when I was counting that I purchased this year are books that I have actually already read but have been wanting to own because I'm a big rereader. I make sure to only purchase books that I know for sure I will read. Books I'm feeling a little bit iffy about, I might get it on my Kindle or something. But yeah, 9 times out of 10 I get them because I'm going to read them. Number 10 is, what do you do with the books that you own that you feel you will never read or you did not enjoy? I get rid of them. I'm not going to keep them, have them cluttering my shelves. I will get rid of them. There's no sense in me keeping them whatsoever. I'll either sell them back or give them to somebody that I think will enjoy them, which I did with the Graceland trilogy because I just never finished it, and yeah, just not my thing. Number 11, have you ever donated books? I have, in fact. Number 12, have you ever been on a book buying ban? No, because I'm able to restrict myself for the most part to books I know I'm going to read right away. Like most of the books that I've been buying the past couple months, and probably for the rest of this year, are books for buddy reads or books that I've already read but want to own. So I don't tend to buy a lot of books I'm not going to read right away, because most of the time when I buy a book I kind of want to read it right away anyway. So I do have 22 unread books, but that's not that bad compared to a lot of people's TBRs, I think. And finally, number 13, do you feel that you buy too many books? Sometimes, but I am a huge rereader, and I've been wanting to have a library my whole life. I figured I have the means right now, so why not start collecting books that I know I will love. Finding space might become a problem at some point, but when I have a new bookcase it'll be fine. I'll figure something out. I mean, no, I don't. This is a very long-winded way to say I don't. I love books and they make me happy, so yeah. Alright guys, that was the book buying tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed that and seeing some more of my book buying habits. And until next time, happy reading guys. Bye!